Okay, so guys, we continue Tainted Grail playthrough exactly from where we stopped on the previous episode. Basically, we completed Act 1 and now we move to the new map to Act 2. But before we do that, we have one more things to do. We need to go. We have one more secret area on the Archspire. Here. Yeah. And we can mine that. Get the hell out of here. Here you go. What the heck is here? Let's quick save. No idea what is here. Oh! This shit is really hard to see them. What the heck is here, man? Fast travel here? Oh. Get the hell out of here. I don't use a sword.
Come on, inside.
Oh. What a creepy place.
Step forward. After all, you know me well. Take off your mask now. It's your home. Welcome, little prince. Why the sullen look? Aren't you glad to see me? You finally made it here. It must have taken quite a long time.
Who are you?
So, you don't remember me? I'm afraid it might have something to do with the form in which I see you now. This body and soul, they're much different from what I expected. But to answer your question, I am the Weaver. And though it may be hard for you to believe, a part of you knows me all too well.
Prince, why do you call me that?
Because it is easier for me to address you this way than to accept that, for now, you are nothing more than a human. It is painful, but I must come to terms with it.
Where am I?
It is a place where my prince was woven from the threads of pure potential. The Pale Lady was relentless in her desire to fulfill her vision of an offspring, modeled after those she watched so eagerly. It displeases me that you don't remember. I'd envisioned your return and our meeting quite differently. But now it all makes sense. Now I understand why you need that shard.
What is your role in this?
Nothing remarkable. I simply exist in this place. That you ended up here is a mere coincidence. None of my kind have visited me in a long time. Yet here, I used to weave new Avalonians, shaping them according to the intent and thought that accompanied their creation. Now the thread of potential is much weaker, though it seems this place stirs to life again as the weirdness returns.
Shard, what's shard?
The shard of the prince's memory. It is shattered, much like the fragmented memory of the king that lingers within you. I'd gladly speak with him, but something is preventing him from manifesting.
How do you know about the king inside
I
you?
don't know all the details. What I do know is that after our prince was murdered by our kin, his potential, what you humans might call his soul, did not perish. The prince had been deeply fascinated by humans, and so after his death he manifested in one of them. That person was Arthur, the man who would one day become your king.
Why was your prince murdered?
He followed his mother's fascination. Much like her, he gazed upon the land of men. But he wished to go further. He wanted to experience being human. So he built the menhirs, meant to repel the weirdness. For us, the Four Dwellers, such a vision was both heretical and terrifying. Some of our kin could not forgive him for it. So, they killed him. It was the first time an Avalonian had ever slain one of their own.
So, Arthur was a Four Dweller in some way.
Arthur was a man, mortal like any other, but ambitious like few. But yes, his origins are far more complicated. This is a tale of two separate realities that, through a series of specific events, began to intersect, forming a single knot. Everything that has happened, and everything that will happen, is meant to decide the fate of that knot. And we, as you likely already know, have been pulled into all of this.
What now?
Our meeting comes to an end. I regret how brief it is, but my role in your story was always meant to be insignificant.
Interesting. Lore and fishing don't have anything here? That's weird, man. Okay, and now basically we can move, guys. We can move officially to the new area. Save. Here you go. A new map. I think here is the town. Okay, I think first we go in the town, right? To discover the first town. Okay. Ooh, meteorite. That's great. It's more. Hey, I want to jump. Oh, come on. It's the most important resources. Who's these guys here?
Who's there? What do you want? We're just sitting here, not bothering anybody, so there's no need to bother us.
I'm one of Ran's friends.
Bran? Huh. I've been wondering how that old harpy's doing. We haven't seen each other in a while. You can go. If you know our sister's name, that means you survived meeting her. That's enough for me to let you pass by.
Thank you.
Don't bother.
What the heck was that? Oh! Oh my gosh! That bird's from the beginning. What the fuck is that? A giant deer.
No one sneaks up on me.
I discovered the horse. I missed the first horse on the first area. Basically, that way straight ahead is the town. I think it's first time when I see this ping. No, no, no. Sorry, buddy. Old meat, I don't need that. If we are here, let's see what the hell is down here. Much more harder, the mobs here. Nothing down here? Not a cave here? Wow, a waterfall without a cave? How dare you, game? Looks like monsters are stronger in this area. Who's these guys here?
Too quiet.
Still here. Still breathing.
What are you poking around here for? You're one of them, aren't you? You better sod off, or else.
Calm down, Bryn. No one would be so stupid as to show up here after making such a mess.
What happened?
We'll have to excuse Bryn. None of us are in the best of moods lately. Someone has been sabotaging our equipment for the past few weeks, and it looks like it's a professional job. They seem to know perfectly well how to make life difficult for us. And after what happened last time, my people have had enough. They refuse to work. They don't want to risk their health.
Do you have any suspects?
Bandits, probably. Or rebels from Kunokt. Although at this point, they're one and the same. The workers refuse to keep working. Not only do they feel threatened, but, well, there's no denying that not everyone from Kunokt is happy about what we're doing here. I can understand them, in a way. We made them destroy their own land.
They should just give up. If they piss Denham off, it's not going to be pretty.
Bryn, calm down, please. Remember why we're doing this. It's for their own good.
And we have our orders, for which we are held accountable. It's us or them.
What happened last time?
The bandits used to come at night, destroy our equipment, and then disappear. But last time, they beat one of the guards unconscious. Poor sod was just lying there, like a tenderized steak for the whole night. He lost a lot of blood. And when we finally managed to wake him up...
It turned out that Aedwin wasn't himself anymore. His head was all messed up. Bastards.
Yes, he was delirious. Kept seeing strange things. He thought we wanted to hurt him.
What now?
We have to catch those scumbags.
Something needs to be done, that's for sure. But for now, we wait. Denholm doesn't want to give us any more guards. So, if you want to earn some money, we could use your help. One of the workers claims to have seen the direction those thugs ran. They're familiar with the area. They mentioned a cave. I'm not sure if this is a good lead, but it's worth checking out. So, what'll it be?
Of course, man. Of course.
It's good to hear. If you discover anything, come back to me, huh?
We'll do that. But give me your loot first.
Yeah, that's it. You look a lot like him. Yeah, sorry about your father, but they took him to the island asylum to cure him. He'll
Oh,
return whole and healthy. What are you doing here? Did the Camelotians drag you to work here too? What's the point in
oh.
working like that? Right, that's me. There's this cave dug out by the Cornac folk about 100 years ago. My old man, I was there a couple of times when I was a kid. They used to be safer back then, if you ask me. That's it. Really? I could have oh well, my mistake. In that case, good for you. Sure as a
The Camelotian dragged you to work. Why?
Yeah. They brought in machines and soldiers to keep order. I don't know if you've heard, but they're planning to move us. They say it has something to do with the men here and the weirdness. I say they should.
I think I need to decide the fate of this area as well, like in the first area.
Some in their royal nose. Sure.
Need anything? With all the sabotage lately. I was hoping we'd be getting ready to head out to Burrow. Now, I'm not even sure. Wouldn't surprise me if Camelot just took the men here and
You want to leave, Connacht?
Yeah. When Camelot started looking for workers here, I was the first to sign up. But Sign said I made the right call. Promised she'd help secure a good spot for us. There's no point staying here. Even if the weirdness doesn't come, soon we'll be begging on the streets.
Who is Sign?
She's Camelot's quartermaster. Tough lady. You'll find her near Craftsman's Row. She's always looking for more workers, and I trust she'll do right.
Maybe they didn't want to work for Camelot.
Nah, and a lot of folk aren't too happy with those of us who signed up. If they want to waste their lives here, fine. But that doesn't give them the right to treat us like... Wait, actually, could you do me a favor?
Sure, what do you
Could
need?
you drop by my house and let my wife, Enora, know she'll have to pick up my wages from Sign again? I won't be able to make it on time in the next few days.
Okay.
I'll mark the direction. Thanks for the help.
Okay, welcome, man.
Too quiet.
Still here. Still breathing.
Okay, I can continue my way. Hey, Patu. How are you, Patu? Yeah, I think here is the main town in this area.
Hey, are you with the guild too? I'm waiting on someone from the guild. You know which guild. And if you don't know, well, I might just have to kill you. Ha! I knew it! I just knew you were with the children. Are you here to give me my assignment? Luth said someone would be coming soon with my first task. My first task?
You're Adrian.
Yeah, that's me. Edgar's brother. You've heard of him, right? He's already a fledgling. He's the one who convinced me to join the guild, and I can't wait to get started. He told me the first tasks aren't too bad. You know, delivering messages, eavesdropping, that kind of thing. And I really hope so, because, to be honest, I get a little queasy at the sight of blood.
Oh, wait a
but I'm
second.
sure I'll toughen up soon enough.
My task
So,
is to kill
do
this
you have a
guy.
task for me? I never really thought about it, to be honest. I guess I was a little jealous of my brother. He's doing so well. He's got food in his belly, decent clothes, and people actually respect him. These days, that's about as good as it gets. That's why my brother always says I speak without thinking, and one day it's going to get me killed. But that's just who I am, you know?
And today is the day,
when I'm
man.
excited about something, I can't hold it in, or it feels like I'll burst. So, what does that mean? You're throwing me out before I even got the chance to prove myself? That's not fair. Let me prove... Wait, this is the test, isn't it? I'm supposed to kill you right now, right? That makes sense. Let's fight! You did well. Luth will be pleased. We don't need to anymore. You've finished your task. The real test was to see if your heart was too soft. We need people who follow orders, not those who put random strangers ahead
What's
of
a
the commander's
test
word.
for me?
Loyalty is everything to the children of Morrigan. I'd rather you didn't. I've got more important things to do for our guild. And you've proven you can fight well enough. You might actually beat me, and then where would we be? He'll be waiting for you near Morrigan's Hollow. Here, I'll mark it on your map. May Morrigan's wings shield you from enemy eyes.
Okay. But I don't need to kill him. Hello? What the fuck's happening? Man,
Don't even say that. Someone comes, lights them in here, and then dies on Hall Watch? People would be at my door with pitchforks.
man, what's happening?
He's waking up. Welcome back to the land of the living, our hero.
Help him up, Ansem. Welcome to my home. Quite a scene unfolded at the men here, with you at the heart of it. I can't decide if I'm more delighted or surprised. What was it that made the men here react to you?
I wish I know too.
The local men here have been rather lifeless for quite some time. Then you come along, breathe life into what was dead, and, whether you meant to or not, alter the course of our history. That's how I see it anyway. Tell me, do you know what this menhir represents?
The statue that ward of the wilderness, Merlin built them.
So they say. The menhirs were raised by Merlin to ward off the ancient mists that burst monsters beyond human comprehension. But none of this matters in our current situation. Here, the menhir represents something more. For some, it's a symbol of freedom and independence. Strength, if you will. It shows that the people of Connacht, my subjects, can face any challenge.
Hey, Greenman, my man. Hello, buddy.
And for others,
how are you, bro?
Like our guest from Camelot.
Long time didn't saw you, man.
It's a symbol of power. Power once granted by King Arthur.
Hope you are good, bro.
Therefore, by Camelot. And power that has been granted can be taken away.
Camelot wants to take your men here. Why?
Officially? They say they want to gather all the men here scattered across
I'm good.
Set them around Camelot, and bring people
Getting
there
old,
to
but
ensure
I'm
their
good.
safety. That is, if they can figure out how to restore the power of the menhirs.
And unofficially?
I don't think we know each other well enough to speak on unofficial terms.
No. No plan for June. Skip it.
I'm well aware.
We
and
skip
now we're also facing
June.
an outbreak of the Red Death, which will no doubt influence Camelot's decision on whether to offer my people shelter. But with the men here reignited, the people of Connacht will be even less willing to give up and go to Camelot.
Beta key.
If anything,
or alpha, I don't know.
Rebellion to break out.
Weeks ago, but I didn't ever install them. I saw some gameplay and yeah, looks cool. The idea is cool, but looks great as a graphic. But you know, at the end, looks the same survival MMORPG. After a few days, I will get bored like always. You know what I mean? What would you prefer to happen?
I don't know, to be honest. It's not something I could.
By the way, Gray, you didn't try this game? The Tainted Grail is very good. I will strongly recommend it.
Don't want to abandon their homeland, and I understand the knights, who must face a long-lost terror and find a solution to an impossible problem. Believe me, being a lord in times like these is a heavy burden.
Chrono Odyssey, Gray, it's the next MMORPG that I think I will play. If you heard about Chrono Odyssey, I think I will play. What do you want from me?
I want you to speak with Dinno and try to calm him down. He's the commander of Camelot's forces stationed in Connacht.
We'll release this this year as well, Chrono Odyssey.
Didn't exactly make his job easier. With the men here active again, everything could change.
I'm searching for Palamedes' shield.
Palamedes' shield, you say? An unusual request. That shield rests beneath the men here. And legend has it that it used to fuel its power for centuries.
Will be banned of both.
And you're probably just as attached to your head, which you'll lose if we catch you trying to steal the shield. If you need anything, Speak to Ansem. He's the one who decides what's worth my time.
Okay. A lot of new quests. Where the hell I am? Oh, I don't have a map here.
Just keep your head down.
Hey, bro. Hey. You don't talk with me? Okay.
Do you need something?
Stay quiet. Ah, a new face. I am Anselm, Major Domo to Lord Yvain. Any business to be done in Connacht usually passes through my hands first.
Okay. What kind of business?
From managing the court's affairs to ensuring Connacht doesn't collapse under its own weight, it's my duty to keep things running smoothly. Not an easy task, given the times. And you? What brings you here? Wandering so close to the heart of Connacht's business. You don't strike me as the idle type.
What is life at the
Life
court?
at court is a delicate dance. It's calm on the surface, but underneath, there's always tension. Managing affairs, settling disputes, keeping the wheels turning. It's not for the faint of heart. Lord Yvain means well, but he makes decisions slowly, too slowly sometimes. Not that I complain. It's a role I've accepted, and one I'll carry out for as long as I'm needed. It's a quiet kind of chaos, but one we must master, for the sake of Connacht and those who call it home.
Must be challenging to protect the court in this time.
Challenging doesn't begin to describe it. The court is the heart of Connacht, and if it falters, the rest follows. That's a heavy weight to bear. But if I'm honest, it's the plague that keeps me awake at night. I've seen what it does, how it spreads, how it steals lives without mercy. I lost my family to it. The only reason I'm still here is because I was locked away at court while they were quarantined. Since then, protecting this place, keeping it safe, has been more than a duty. It's been everything. Until next time, let's hope you...
Okay, my man. I think I can leave this place because here everything is... stealing. And I don't want...
You need something?
What's wrong?
You startled me.
Need to find the vendors in this area. By the way, no loot left behind. No. Give me the loot. It looks like here is the home of the owner of this place. On the other side, something. If we are here, we can finish to explore this area. Hmm. What is on the other side? Okay, nothing else here. Archery? Yeah. Let's explore during the day because I want to talk with the NPCs. We can level up, by the way. Attribute. Let's get one more points in practicality. $20% more profitable selling items. Man, I need a fucking gold. Ooh, we have one more here. When using King's Soul, you receive 50% less damage. Mm. Man, I don't want to consume the fucking garlic. It's very rare. It looks like need garlic for everything. Great, thank you very much, bro. Thanks for the alert and thank you very much for the visit, my man. Always. It's really appreciated. Let's rest until the day time. Where I'm going this way? The Tarian family crypt. I suppose there will be some kind of quest there. Hello?
Oi, you there, Sleeping Beauty. I saw them carrying you into Yvain's man. You feeling better now?
Yeah.
Good. Would have been a shame if something happened to the one who lit up the menhir. No wonder they brought you straight here. Tell me, did you get to see our lord? Or just that snake of his, and...
What with all this question?
Sorry, stranger. I meant no offense. Name's Morag. I'm the innkeeper around here, though, as you've probably seen, there's not much of an inn left to keep. Truth is, I was hoping that, with what happened at the menhir and all, you might have Lord Yvain's ear. And maybe you'd be kind enough to whisper a thing or two into it on my behalf.
Why cannot you talk with Yvain yourself?
Because he doesn't bother listening to us common folk, even when our livelihoods are at stake. If we're lucky, we get to air our grievances to Anselm, but wait for the Lord's decision is always his answer. How long can we wait? We're not some lazy nobles. We don't just get to put our lives on hold. We've got to eat, damn it. And unlike him, we have to work for our meals.
What do you need from me?
Camelot shut down my inn. Said it was because of the Red Death, but the Red Priests have been here for ages, and they never had a problem with my place. And last I checked, Yvain's still our lord, not one of those Camelocians. What gives them the right to meddle in our business? I know. I was here when the outbreak hit. Lost some of my best patrons. But the Red Priests have it under control. Every new case gets carted straight to the asylum, and we haven't had one in a good while. I tried talking to the Camelocians. They told me to piss off. Now Yvain's my only hope.
Okay, I'll talk with him.
Thank you, stranger. All I want is a straight answer. The least he could do is make Camelot pay me some kind of compensation. Damn bastards come in here acting like they own all of Connacht. I'll wait here for you.
Petition to the Lord. I will do that, but give me a moment. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry about that. You don't care about me? I just hit her. Elira. Okay. Weird. This guy don't care about me. Hey, buddy.
You don't need to do that. Welcome to my home, stranger.
Thank you.
Whatever brings you here, know that the Langfords were always known for hospitality. Sit down. This is precisely what you should expect from this place. Has seen better days, sure. Used to be full of people, but it's still mine. I was born here, and I'll die here. That said, do you... Finally. But never mind all that. Come. What's the word out there? Still cheering and selling cabbages while the world rots.
What happened to your family?
They happened to themselves. Misfortune, betrayal, weak. By the time it all landed on me, the gold was gone and the doors were already closed. And somehow I'm the one everyone points. And go where? Wander the roads like some beggar? My family has lived in this town for centuries. I'd rather be crushed beneath the stones my forefathers placed here than abandoned.
Don't you want to survive? Rebuild elsewhere.
Survive as what? A nobody scraping by, begging favors. Better to die remembered here than live forgotten out there.
So you live here all alone?
All alone? Not quite. There's one left. A servant. She doesn't talk much though.
Uh-huh.
She's probably waiting for me to croak, so she can sell the place for scrap. But she'll be waiting a while. I've outlived better people.
What caused your family downfall?
My uncle's betrayal is what started it all. He said the ore will make us wealthier than ever. The mine flooded, the workers died. Then the vultures descended. My father died of grief.
You don't like Camelosian.
The Camelosians? Upstarts and pretenders, the lot of them. Convenient excuse to drive me from my ancestral home.
You don't believe in the weirdness?
Believe? I've heard tales of the so-called weirdness. Just another ghost story they used to control. My grandfather
It's real,
told me how
bro.
the Camelosians used the same trick 50 years ago. To seize the eastern valleys. Danger coming. We must relocate for safety. And look who owns those fertile... I wasn't born yesterday. This house has stood through worse than some mystical threat.
Proof.
Leaving already? Well, I suppose. Go on then. Back to your important business.
Sorry, my man. But keep in mind, the weirdness is real. It's not fake news.
No need for that, is there? Safe travels. And may our...
Shadowblade key.
This is unexpected. You look beautiful, you know, and you have a beautiful soul. Maybe even more than... I can hear them fluttering. I see their soft shimmer. Will you show me? Show me, show me. Trust me. Even though filth is filth, I want to be generous.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I want to be good. And you...
What are you talking about?
Souls, trinkets, all those that belonged to others but are now yours.
Ah,
Because for you, a
you're a
blessing of
vendor for
sophistication,
stolen
or
things, huh?
perhaps splendor, even lack, can coins, items. A man who is a scavenger, whether he's filth or not, a soul. Nothing more than a mongrel. Filth. But no, that would be too much. The street. Filth. Both a name and a type. There were people who made filth aware of. Let it feel special. Oh, and one more thing. If you have anything that once belonged to...
What is sell, bro? Next sneaking hit will instantly kill enemy. Revive after that. +1 attribute points permanently. Man, I need that, but I keep the money. I need to buy that 2,500. I think I have a nice set. Some ingredients that I have. Yeah, let's sell this stolen shit. I think I have in the storage as well, a lot of them. I don't sell any blue weapon, man. I want to keep all of them here. In my collection. Yeah, the knight set, I have it already. That's why I sold. I have 4,000 golds. That's good. Wow. Books, I don't sell books. Garlic is pretty damn rare. Food. He don't care I'm stealing from him. It's raining. A tiny door are locked. Need to be some kind of market somewhere.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
Wait. That guy was there. Hospital. Healing here.
Leave me alone.
Okay. You do that.
You're going to feel better soon. Do you need something? Are you in pain? I'll do all I can to help, but I need to warn you that our supplies... Well, actually, the hospital is run by Camelot. I'm just an apprentice to Neonte, the priestess of the All-Mother here in Kunot. But the healer from Camelot is dead, and Neonte spends most of her time. So, it seems I'm...
Is there any way I can help you?
There is a patient who won't let me treat him. His name's Wilbur. Most of what ails him is just old age. Some days he's clear-headed, but there's a becoming... Lately, he won't let me touch him. He yells at me, claiming I'm keeping him here by force, away from his family. He's even stopped eating and refuses to take his medicine. Honestly, I'm at my wit's end. I don't know how to help him anymore without scaring him even more.
Okay, why is he so afraid of you?
All of Kunot knows that I was marked by the weirdness. It's not as bad as people make it out to be. But some are superstitious. They believe I bring bad luck. When Neonte took me in, there were a lot of whispers. Though it got better once I started working in the hospital. Weirdness or not, at least they have a healer. But I'm afraid that, in Wilbur's head, I've become some monstrous figure, keeping him prisoner.
Maybe I can help with him.
You can try, if you'd like. Just, please.
A shop? Oh, she sells potions.
Help a soul out on your journey, will you?
Here. Camelot treats this place the leg, and yet...
Okay, that's a lot.
Oh, she thinks I have everything well in hand. As if she doesn't know I'm not even a priestess. The only training I've had is what she's given me. Ever since Lady May fell ill and died, truth be told, I'm a bit worried about her, even when she does come by. It is. It really is. The hospital's barely holding on, but I can't make
She looks a good
medicine with
girl.
eggs and chickens. And even if I could, some days, I dream that someone will swoop in and take it still.
Have some spare food or coin? Anything helps.
Have you come to offer aid? Or do you stand up? If so, do not let fear grip. Trust the will of the world.
Who are you?
I am but an empty vessel, yearning to be filled with. Now, I am perfectly alone. I lie in this cold, but soon.
You see, you're perfectly blank and naked. What does that mean?
I have been marked. A gift given to me. Tell me, do you wish an obedient corpse, able
Marked
to hear?
by one? By who?
It is your intimate moment beside the prophet. You will hear the beating of her, and then you will find peace. At last we shall rest, sister. It is a path, one you will walk, guided by the one I have received my task, to wait. I understand. If you choose to walk this...
What the fuck mark is that? Wait.
I have been... A handful of Camelot soldiers, myself among them, were chosen for a special mission under the command of the priests sought an artifact said to be hidden within the toll house at the board. Yet, what we found was far more precious. Blessing and peace. It was then that I received the gift.
Words lie, and the Red Priests are criminal. They torture me.
I've heard the tales of the Red Priests. Their methods are harsh, yes. But tell me, what better way is there to cleanse the flesh? We are not perfect as we are.
Okay,
So it is decided. It will take but a moment.
What the fuck is that?
Now, go to the place where I first set foot on this path. There, you will find the one who shall become your... Soon, you will be...
Man. What the fuck quest is that? The one. It's another faction? This unforgettable. It's a quest from the beginning of the game.
Nice to see you.
This is the guy that don't want the treatment.
You're helping that jailer with the... Might as well throw me in the stocks then. I ain't going down peaceful. I want to go to my
What are it? What about your
I
family?
live in the lower district. I'll go to them. But that cursed wench won't let me leave.
That wench is trying to help you, bro.
Bollocks. There's been no Red Death since King Arthur's time. I bet she's the one who filled your head with all the... Don't listen to her. You can tell right away. Good
You are a
folk
little bit
don't
crazy,
end
man.
up twisted like...
Just passing through? Good. Ah, a visitor. I'm Ebert Talbot, at your service. Pardon the mess, we're packing. The weirdness is drawing near, and I intend to have my family in Borough by week's end. Wait, you must be the stranger everyone's talking about. The one who made the Menhir glow brighter. Just perfect. My wife already refuses to leave, and now your arrival will only fuel her delusions.
Why is your wife? Why does she want to stay?
Family legacy, ancestral home, take your pick. Her family has held this estate for generations. My wife can't see reason. She believes Lord Yvain will find a solution. Ha! That man can't decide what to eat for breakfast without a committee.
You support the Camelot plan?
They're our best hope. And if they take the Menhirs from all across the land and dump them all in Camelot, well, one final sanctuary is better than scattered outposts falling one by one. Will it be crowded? Yes. But I'd rather my family live in discomfort than die in luxury. They know what they're doing. I trust them more than this dying town, and definitely more than our Yvain.
You are not a fan of Lord Yvain.
A weak man bearing a great name. His ancestors were a great house. Legends say Palamedes stood firm against Arthur himself. Yvain can barely stand against a stiff...
Have you spoke with him about your concern?
Multiple times. I've attended every meeting, presented rational arguments, offered to fund transportation for those who cannot afford it. Yvain listens politely, then does.
Have lots of people leave this
The
village?
sensible ones have, and now only the stubborn remain. That includes my wife, of course. We should be ready. I won't leave her behind.
Okay. Is there anything to convince you to say?
Short of the weirdness retreating, no.
What if your wife refuses to leave?
Then I face an impossible choice. Leave my wife to die, or stay and perish alongside her. I love Vesa with every
That's a simple
fiber of my
decision,
being.
bro.
I cannot imagine life without her. Perhaps in the final hour, faced with the encroaching fog, she will change her mind. You would do that? I'd be most grateful if you could convince her. I would owe you a
Okay.
Just passing through. Good.
Where she is? First, let me get your loot.
You need something.
No, I don't need anything. Or everything.
Just passing through? Good.
Oh, no, I don't need that shit. Take that by mistake.
You need something?
I need your loot, my man.
Are you hiding from someone?
No! I'm not hiding. You see me hiding?
Welcome. I am Vesa Meredith. Please ignore the crates. My husband's doing. He insists on 4 generations of my family have lived here. The wordness may take it from me.
Why you still want to say?
Each generation of my family faced a crisis, and each endured.
That's fair.
Eadbert has always been cautious, but there are times when caution becomes cowardice. The Menhir still stands. Lord Yvain still searches for and I've heard that the Menhir responded to you. If such miracles are possible, why surrender?
Do you truly believe Kunak can be saved?
I believe nothing is certain until it occurs. Hope remains while the Mynheer stand. Lord Yvain carries a heavy burden, and he's looking for balance. He's searching for a solution. His heart is well, at least that's what I Action without wisdom is merely motion.
Your husband is really afraid for your safety.
I know. That's what makes this difficult. He trusts what he can see and touch. Gold, contracts. He struggles. I love him for his caution, but some crises... Compromise how? Leave my ancestral home to be consumed? I've packed essentials should the worst, but I cannot pretend to accept... Fear can be overcome. My husband is... Our ancestors faced plague, war and famine without abandoning
He's
this
right,
land.
man.
Eadbert will understand once we weather this... But the Mynheer reacted to you. And you're an out... Tell me, truly, what would you recommend? Should we stay and fight for our heritage, or flee like Eadbert wants?
I have spirituality.
You're right. I've been so fixated on this place that I've ignored what's happening. The hollow look in his eyes grows deeper each day. What good is saving our home if I lose him in the process? I won't be responsible for destroying the man I married. Perhaps...
You startled me. Did you speak with Vesa?
I convinced her to live with you. She's packing her things.
Truly? You've done it? You've accomplished in one conversation what I couldn't. How did you manage it? Nope, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
What miracle did you work?
It's best if you ask her yourself.
Yes, you're right. Whatever you said clearly worked. But the path forward must be walked together. No more. Thank you for giving us this chance. I promised you a debt, and I intend to honor it. The Talbot family does. Here, this key will open a crate we won't be taking with us.
Which crate? Maybe you need to come here after they leave.
Just passing through? Good.
Yeah, maybe you need to come here later after they leave. Oh, sash. I think.
Always a pleasure to see you. Hello there. Looking for solid afford. Ah, but where are my manners? I'm Alwyn. And you, my dear stranger, look like. Well, the men here doesn't seem to be on the verge of dying anymore, and with the Camelocians around, business. The longer they stick around with nothing to spend their coin on but our stalls, it's a bit of a shame I'll have to delay visit. He always says he can't leave.
What are you selling, my man? She's new light on the events? Literally.
Oh, elixirs, powder, and all. Yes, all magic is a scam. An illusion that pretends to give you some. My elixirs work because they're based on knowledge and Anyway, go ahead and read my anti-magic manifesto. I've laid it all out. Why the...
Sell ingredient and Drill's Bane. Ooh. Wow, man. This armor set. Oh my god. I want this helmet, man. But it's 6,000 gold.
Always a pleasure to see you.
Welcome! One day, a friend of mine asked me if her new dress. She was tickled pink and said, "Now, let's get down to business. My name is Osmond. If you're..."
Do you know any work going around here?
As it happens, there's something you can... I've written a letter to Lord Yvain. A few suggestions on how, in my view, he ought to handle this whole business with Camelot. Figured he could use a bit of advice from someone with strategic sense. Ahead for negotiation. Would you take it to him? You've got younger legs and...
Okay.
Brilliant. Hello again.
Make arrows and bows. I'm not.
Hello again. No. And believe me, when it comes to archery, I'm... In fact, I'd be surprised if you found... Well, find me someone else who's been doing this for over 4... Back in '84, I was chosen to represent Connacht in the team. During one round, we were shooting at targets 100 meters away. The target, so... I took aim, and wham! Right in the middle. Even the captain of the Camelot team jumped up and asked, "Have you got..." If you were older, you surely would have heard him. I could have been the first of Avalon's archers. They almost knighted me. But as it happened, I joined the watch, got married, and... well...
What can you tell me about Connacht?
About Connacht? What do you...
Let's use the dialogue option.
I was around 1 day, so they... I could and... in the... so it... and they...
Man, he don't stop. He really likes to talk, this guy.
Always a pleasure to see you. You're not here to talk about the men here, are you? Oh, please say... Oh, there are far more exciting things. I'm Bonksy, by the way. I'm an adventurer myself.
Athletic proficiency by 20. Oh, another skill point. Oh, man. Man, need a lot of fucking money.
Good to see. Oh,
I think I
I'm
need
not
to start
entirely
to sell
sure.
blue
I'm just
items
passing
at
through.
one point.
From
I
what I
haven't sold any
understand,
blue item.
Camelot wants to move it to their place along with the inhabitants. They want to live in one place their whole life. Oh, all different kind. Really? Oh, then you know exactly. Oh, maybe I am.
There is not a
But I managed
bounties
just
on this
fine.
area?
And I wouldn't trade this life for anything else. Oh, I just take old, forgotten trinkets. They're no use for the dead. A trip to the caves by the bay in the south. The bandits set up a camp there, so they were drunk. So I thought I could sneak in and grab the treasure without any trouble. They caught on and started chasing me. 4 or 5 of them, I think. I made it to the exit. I barely managed to slip past it. And the bandits...
You're so brave.
Oh yes, the gods. Avalon, the stars. And most importantly, my magical hairpin that brings me luck. I bought it from a lovely wandering merchant named Malachy. Isn't he? Always with that cheeky grin and a tale to tell. Slowly but surely. In Connacht, fewer people than I expected are looking for artifacts. You must be interested in unique enchanted items. It's a piece of armor I found on one of my expeditions. A beautiful, knightly... It's kind of funny, but I'm afraid not many people have the sense of humor to wear it. All right, dear. Oh, one more thing. This armor came with a letter. I found both in the ancestral... Oh, I'm a little jealous, to be honest. This sounds like the beginning. I chased the trail myself. But first, I need to sell off my finds so I can travel...
Thank you. I think start the quest. What the fuck? Is there more vendors here?
Doing okay?
The bookstore.
Have some spare food or coin? And it...
Yeah, on the they dragged people our possession. Now, I have no... Thank you. Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Wait, let me go up here. Oh, the shield. I will die if I try to take the shield 100%. 100%. I don't try now. Not yet.
Oh, hello there.
Hey.
Welcome to Vrel's bookshop. Nae reading without... Aye. Look, I don't begrudge anybody their reading habit. Aye. No only can I read, I can even make... So, if you have a joke to tell, don't bother.
Valriata owning a bookshop. Isn't that quite a rare sight?
Perhaps it is. But you'd think that so-called civilized people would accept it with me. Hearing the same crude comments over and over again makes me feel like then there are the braver ones who tell me I'm not welcome here. Hell, it's just like talking to my sister. They all have more in common than they think. Although mostly it's just prejudice.
It sounds like there are no laws between you and your tribe.
Eh? They're no bad. I know it might sound like I was some poor, misunderstood girl with unusual interests, but that wasn't the case. I was a rightful member of the tribe, and believe me, I didn't get my name for nothing. My father made sure of it. I just wasn't my sister. Funnily enough, she was the one who saw it as a problem. Vran believed that my lack of ambition to be the top Vokar warrior somehow made her look bad. Every time I went to the temple to read in peace, she was on my ass about it. Until one day, you can guess the rest.
I've met Vran.
Oh, great. How's she doing? Still on her path to becoming the pinnacle of tribal perfection?
She joined One Eye.
Of course she did. It doesn't surprise me that she decided to join a fanatic. Though it is amusing that she chose one capable of using compound sentences. She never believed in the power of words. But perhaps that's exactly why she ended up following a man who fed her beautiful lies.
That mean you're nameless now?
I am no sure. When they decide to kick you out and take your name, they make a whole ceremony of it. But I left pretty much the moment my sister stopped yelling. You don't have to be there for it though. Vran might have been pissed off enough to go through with it. So, maybe. I don't really care. I'm not going to stop using my name just because my little sister told me to. This shop belonged to my late husband. I was a mercenary hired to protect the caravan. He was a fine older gentleman, fascinated with a Del Rita lass who shared his love for books. It was a lethal combination for my poor heart. We didn't get near enough years that we didn't have much family left. And they couldn't care less about this place, so he left it all to me.
Then why stay here?
I can't just take the shop and hitch it to a cart, can I? Although I suppose that might be more or less what I need to do. I didn't hate living here, you know. It was fine when my husband was still alive. I even thought people were starting to warm up to me. And then he died. And the respect died with him. And then Camelot arrived. Everything just went downhill for there.
Cannot steal the books.
Oh, forgive the mess. I didn't really have much choice about where to set up my things. Normally I'd be in a tavern, but, well, it looks like the tavern is closed until further notice. That means Varel's bookshop is the only place where I can read and work in peace.
Who are you?
Oh, of course, my apologies. I'm Imran. My thoughts tend to drift far from the present. I'm a scholar of sorts, though not the kind that hides behind walls of parchment. My calling is to seek out traces of what was lost, ruins, relics, anything older than old. And yes, I'm a Pict. Not many of us wander these lands, I know. Staying in one place isn't exactly in my nature. So I travel, I learn, I dig through the bones of the world hoping to find something more ancient than mankind.
What are you working right now?
If you're asking out of politeness, let's just leave it at this. I thank you for your interest, but I won't give an answer. Trust me. I could talk the hind leg off a donkey. No need to waste time on such things.
I'm curious.
Wow! That's really kind of you. So, thanks to Varel's generosity, I managed to get my hands on a certain book. Well, once a book. Now it's just a pile of loose pages. However, these are some truly fascinating loose pages. They're the writings of a Dalariata scribe from nearly 6 centuries ago. Incredible, right? But what's even more astonishing is the content. This man describes encounters with people who knew nothing of King Arthur or the homelands. Nothing at all. Do you understand what that suggests?
No.
I'll tell you. I suspect Avalon may have already been inhabited by a race similar to us, long before our arrival. I've traveled across much of the island, and I've come across some mentions of the people of Farpoint, a place far in the northernmost reaches of Avalon. Few have ever ventured there.
And what would these people of Farpoint be doing in the south?
Perhaps the weirdness started to gather and ruin their crops, or made hunting more dangerous. Or maybe it was some sort of conflict that forced them to seek a new place on the island. Or perhaps they simply had a nomadic spirit. It's hard to say with the scraps of information I've managed to gather so far.
This is a reference to the author Arya.
And so, my friend, here we are, staring down the question, or rather the flood of questions that wouldn't leave me alone. Many Picts I've known have prolonged contact with the weirdness. I thought it was just them, a bunch of lunatics, who first dared to... And what if it was the first men who knew how to live alongside the weirdness? And think about it. If we could uncover how they did it, the possibilities would be endless. It could change everything. For now, I'm trying to pull together more valuable information from these writings. But honestly, I won't uncover anything.
You want my help?
Just sitting here. And unfortunately, I'm stuck here for the time being. I got injured on my way to Connacht, and I'm not quite back to my full strength yet. The Grotto of First Men. That tribal scribe detailed where it should be located. And I'm assuming you're asking for a reason, aren't you? So, if you're one of those bold souls who take such ventures, I'd be more than willing to entrust this task to you. Truly excellent. I'm deeply obliged, my friend. Here are the notes. They should guide you to the location. Return swiftly, and more importantly, safely. I'll eagerly be awaiting your return. I heard she was a Dalariata who runs a bookshop in Connacht. I thought I'd find someone overly rattled and stripped of her own cultural, and I admire her work that she even... Sometimes, it feels like people have lost all interest in discovery, whether it's... The place seems to attract trouble. Not a good place, then. And I haven't
nothing interesting now.
All the misfortunes these poor people are facing, I'd wager that the Red Death, troubling as it is, seems manageable, at least with the intervention. But the weirdness, shoot. If the Menhir goes out, these people will face a far greater peril than... I'll get back to...
New quest, that's great. What is that? I need to find this Catherine husband. Wait, maybe you are?
Back then, I lived in the burrow. I was there when the priests came with a crowd of penitents, dressed in robes made of parchment. The priests cracked their holy whips and delivered fiery speech. No more Red Death. No more.
You're infected?
No, but I was cured nonetheless. I gave up everything for the cure. I gave up Brianna and all my possessions. I had to cleanse myself. Yes, Now I am pure. Can you see? Thank you.
Okay, already gifted you 2 times.
Oh, hello there.
Hey, we talked already, man. Another beggar?
Coin?
I didn't mean to be a bother. I'm really sorry.
I need to focus on that quest, you know, to open the tavern, I think.
Oh, an adventurer. Great.
How do you know?
You dress funny. No one from here walks around looking like that. And there's something in your eyes. Can't quite put my finger on it. But your gaze isn't the same as the folks around here have. So, if you're not from Kunacht and not from Camelot, that makes you an out...
That's fair.
I want my family's heirloom back. Look at me. It's not even that valuable, to be honest. I just like to look at it and remember my family. How great they were. Please. I heard some of the guards gossiping about a camp nearby. I'd start there if I were a brave adventurer and all.
Okay, another quest. That's good. Oh. Wait. Hey, you don't talk. No, okay.
Help a soul out on your journey, will you?
There's nothing at all. Look around you. Everything you see, we're not here. And the real lord, the four-armed king, is just greedy, deceitful lords every. There is no Sagramore wanted and vain. He doesn't even know nothing.
Sagramore? What are you talking about?
I've seen his cursed. I've seen it haunt. A kingdom now forgotten. An apparition that should never. I saw it. He made that. Sagramore! 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 Present but absent. Always uncertain. As is Yvain's entire blood. Gold. The true.
Okay, I gifted gold to all the beggars in this town.
Oi, you. You're new here, aren't you? I don't think I've seen you around.
Why?
Ah, no, sorry. It's just that we don't see many new faces around here. Just us and the locals and, well, if you haven't noticed yet, they're not the friendliest bunch.
They seem friendly enough to me.
Do they? Then maybe we're all just sick of looking at each other. I'm sure they're not all bad. This must all be quite hard for them. But it's not like I want to be here either. I've got a pregnant wife waiting for me at home, and they won't even let me buy a book for her.
A book?
Yeah, about birthing and labour and whatnot. It's going to be our first, you see, so my wife's worried sick. I wanted to send it to her. But that Dalrita wench chased me out of her bookshop and won't let me back in.
You want me to buy the book for you?
Well, could you? I'd be really grateful. Just don't tell her it's for me. Please.
Okay.
I'll pay you back. I'll even throw in something else. Oh, thank you.
See you right.
Please wait. Okay, guys. So basically, we have a few more interaction in the town to talk with everyone here and here down. Then we start to explore this area and to complete quests. To complete